Hi, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. So today I'm talking about Airbnb and their annoying payout method for Nigerian hosts. I think it's absolutely insane that Airbnb allows us to put up our apartments on their platform, and they have a way of taking the money from guests, but they don't have a way of paying Nigerians directly in Naira. I think that's absolutely crazy. I mean, how do you set up your platform and allow us to list our Airbnb on your platform or to list our apartments on your platform, and you take money from the guests, but then you ask us to find someone who lives in the US who has a US bank account number, or someone who lives in the UK with a UK bank account to be able to access the money? I don't think it makes any sense. It's absolutely crazy. We don't have to, furnish another nation's economy to be able to receive our hard-earned money, or to receive money that actually belongs to us in Nigeria. So this is a very, very annoying situation for Nigerian hosts. I went online to sort of find a solution. I kept checking on Google and checking on different platforms to find a solution to this problem. And I realized that Nigerian hosts have actually been complaining since 2017. So this is like 8 years later, and people have been complaining about Airbnb not having a payout method for Nigerians, and it's 2025 and this problem has still not been resolved. In 2025, Airbnb is still asking Nigerian hosts to find people who live in other countries and use their bank account details to be able to receive our money from guests who have stayed in our apartments. I don't think this makes any sense whatsoever, and I think Airbnb needs to figure out a way to solve this problem once and for all for Nigerian hosts. I'm not sure if other countries face this, or if other African countries face this, or it's just Nigeria, but I think once again we're being targeted and it makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, where there's a problem, there is usually a solution. So in finding a solution to this, I went on Google, and some websites said, oh, you need to try PayPal, and you need to try, there were a few other platforms mentioned. I downloaded PayPal and I set up my PayPal account, and I realized that wasn't going to work as well on Airbnb. Because when I downloaded the PayPal, then I was told that I needed to download another app again to be able to use the PayPal. I mean, it was just a lot of work and just a lot of stress. I also have a USD bank account in Nigeria, and you also can't use this. Sadly, your USD bank account is also useless, because I thought I was going to be able to use my USD bank account with Access Bank on Airbnb. Turns out that doesn't work either. So while trying to get a solution, or while trying to think of a solution, of course, I'm not going to use someone else's bank account. Even if it's a close friend or a family member, I'm not just going to put someone through that stress of always having them, receive money on my behalf and then try sending the money to me as well. It's just a lot of stress to always put someone else through. So for me, that wasn't even an option at all. I wasn't going to do that. So I canceled that. So while also searching and doing my research, I came across a platform called Gray Finance, and I downloaded the app. I wasn't sure how this was going to work, but I just decided to give it a try. So I downloaded the Gray Finance app, and then I set it up. They gave me a virtual US account with, a billing address and everything. And then I put this up on Airbnb on the hosting platform. So I went to my payout method, and then I put my Gray Finance bank account details on Airbnb, and it was accepted. I wasn't still sure, so I was going to wait until I received my first guest and then see if when Airbnb actually pays to the account, if I'm going to receive it. So when Airbnb paid to Gray Finance a day after my first guest checked in, Airbnb made my payment to Gray Finance, and I think it took about 3 to 5 working days for the payment to actually reflect in the Gray Finance bank account, but it eventually did complete. So the amazing thing about Great Finance is from the app, you're able to transfer money to your Naira bank account, you're able to transfer money to other USD bank accounts, and you're able to transfer money to different countries as well, which I think is pretty amazing. So when I received the payment from Airbnb on my Great Finance in my Great Finance account, I then transferred it from Great Finance to my Naira bank account for my business. So from Great Finance did the conversion, and then they charged me. So I think the charge depends on how much you're sending, because the first time I think they charged me about $2 or $1 or so as the transfer fee, and the second time the amount was larger, and I think they charged me about $4. I can't remember exactly, but it was very easy to transfer from the Great Finance bank account to my Nigerian bank account, and I received the money in less than 2 minutes. So this is a quick solution. This is actually an amazing solution, because when I was having this issue, I went online to see if I was going to find, any information for Nigerian hosts or any solution for this problem, but it was so difficult to find until I came across Great Finance. So if you're having this trouble as well, if you're a Nigerian host on Airbnb, or you want to list your apartment on Airbnb and this payout method has been, holding you back, you can download Great Finance and set it up, and then you have a way of receiving your payments from Airbnb. So I hope this helps. If you came across this video, or if you watched this video to this point, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, liking, and thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Bye.